Yes, guys, and welcome back to the TG podcast. We're here, of course, for another podcast. I'm going to quickly start my layout, man. I've literally rushed this today. Let me quickly start this layout because I've got a few guests coming on with me, and we got a West Ham fan coming on as well. So I need to quickly just sort this out. I should have done this earlier. I'm so sorry, guys, but last minute things happen. Let's get this on here. Just quickly sorting out my layout, guys. Bear me 1 second. Yes, a West Ham fan has actually turned up, guys. No hiding from him. He's actually turned up. And I'm just going to quickly start this layout and make it just a bit more nice. I should have done this before the stream. I do apologize, guys. Just rushing around tonight. This is going to have to do. It's going to look awful. It's going to have to do. Welcome back, guys. We're joined by my man, of course, Tom, who came on the preview. Yes, Tom. What are you telling me, man?
All right, mate.
Mate, are you all right? I'm fine, bro. We just batted you 6-0. Are you all right, Tom?
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, big up to you, man. I appreciate you coming on as always. Got Luca as well. Luca, how you doing, bro?
Big up, man. I'm good, man. And, mate, we smashed them 6-0 and we've done what we had to do, innit?
Yeah, so, guys, these are obviously new faces to the podcast. If you don't know, we've got my man RD12. Rory's in the chat. He's living life in Dubai at the moment. So, of course, he can't make it. And I totally understand that. Seb as well can't make it tonight as well. So I thought, you know what? We're bringing some new faces on the podcast. You guys know Luke already, but Tom, let's get into it, guys. Make sure you hit like buttons up and all that, and sub to the channel as well. Make sure you give a sub to Luca. But I want to come. I'll tell you what, because Luca's got going about like 20 minutes or whatever. So I'll come to you first, Luca, man. Arsenal, West Ham 0, Arsenal 6, bro. What is your thoughts on the whole game? Talk about some individual performances and all that, bro.
Look, for me, I think it's a fantastic performance because to score 6 against West Ham and was on your second half watch along. Go back and watch. Go and have a look at the timestamp when Arsenal scored that 6th goal. It's in the comments and all that stuff in Josh's watch along. But yeah, fantastic performance yesterday. No one expected us to go and win 6-0 against West Ham, and for me, that is a proper statement to the rest of the league because West Ham was a tough game. I thought the starting 11 was pretty much a bit concerning because Kivawar at left back. I was thinking no Sinchenko, Tomiyasu's just come back from the Asian Cup. Timber's not back until full training until next month. And we're thinking we've got no left back position. And we're thinking Kivawar against the likes of Joe and Bowen and Mohamed Kudus. I thought it was going to be a long day in the office. But no, we got it. I went for a 2-1 prediction to myself. And no, we smashed West Ham. 100% we deserved to win the game. I thought the first 10 minutes we did look a little bit shaky at the left-back position. But from there, we should have won that game about 8 or 9-0. Saka hits a couple of chances. Trossard has a shot and blasts it over. And for me, we took our chances and we had to win that game. And don't get me wrong, West Ham for me might not be the greatest this season, but they're still a good side because they've got the likes of James Ward-Prowse, Bowen, etc. And for me, we battered them, and it was a fantastic performance. And look, we had to win that game. West Ham's always a tough place to go to. Manchester City, Liverpool done what they had to do. They done their thing, and we done our business. So we just need to concentrate on ourselves. There's 14 games to go. We need to take this very, very, very seriously, and we got to take it one game at a time.
100%, man. 100%. Luca, who stood out to you, like man of the match wise, individual performances, man?
For me, it's got to be Declan Rice. I thought he was absolutely fantastic yesterday. That 6th goal, what we touched on the watch-along yesterday, I thought it was fantastic. And yes, he didn't celebrate against West Ham, which is really, really understandable. But West Ham fans were booing him. Like, I didn't realise that until you told me. And for me, he totally got booed. And West Ham fans leaving at half-time, I thought it was a bit disrespectful for their fan base. But it's up to them whether they want what they want to do. But mate, we bossed West Ham and we deserve to win it. And they beat us twice. And yes, West Ham fans can say, yes, we've beaten you twice, you've only beaten us once. So what? You didn't get 6 goals, my friend. And that's it. But Do I believe we can go on to win the league? We can, but we've still got to go to Man City. We've still got to go to Old Trafford. We've still got to go to White Hart Lane. Those 3 games will define where this Arsenal side really are. And for me, we've got 3 or 4 winnable games coming up. We've got the likes of Newcastle at home will be a tough tough game because they picked up a point last season and they beat us over that VAR. So we owe Newcastle a favour. So we need to beat them. We've got Sheffield United away. Last time we played Sheffield United away in the league, we lost, I think. I can't remember. But we've got winnable games there before that Man City game and Chelsea. So it's going to be an interesting game, Josh.
Yeah. No, I'm just going to agree with you, Luca, man. You made some great points as always, bro. I want to come to Tom, obviously, West Ham fan. As I said, big up for coming on, man, because after getting battered 6-0, I didn't expect it really, but talk to me, Tom, about West Ham's obviously performance. You know, what went wrong? Do you think Arsenal just made you look bad, or do you think you was just awful? You know, what went wrong for West Ham, do you think?
I think we were just awful. Like, looked like I'd been up the pub the following night. Like, I'm not going to lie, but like, didn't even look like anyone wanted to try or bother. You know?
Yeah. No, I agree, but I mean, 6-0 at your home ground, man. You know, you had your fans leaving at half time, man.
Yeah.
That has got to be embarrassing, surely.
Yeah, but Josh, can I say something, right? Sorry to cut your tone, right? The thing is, with West Ham's fan base, to go and leave at 4-0 half time, it's like, why would you want to leave a match where you're 4-0 down? It's like, yeah, okay, you're not going to win the game. Many teams don't come back, Josh, from 4-0. But you can't really leave that. And look, West Ham, for me, beat us twice this season, Josh. So,
yeah,
quite frankly, we put them in misery yesterday, and that's why. Look, I can understand West Ham are not happy with the manager, but look, is Moyes good enough, Josh, for the remaining future? Probably not. But think about what he's won. He won.
I don't know. Let's ask Tom. Tom, is Moyes good enough for West Ham? Do you think? Where does he go from here?
Well, he's going to do that contract, wouldn't he? But that contract's going to be wiped out now, especially after yesterday. Can't see that going forward. I can only see that going backwards. For me, I never wanted David Moyes as a future manager. You've got to get a better manager in. He will go at some point. So,
who? I mean, what man? Say if you did get rid of David Moyes, yeah, what managers would there be, ideally, for you to replace him with?
I don't know. That's the problem. It's like there's not. I mean, there's a few out there, some names out there, but it's you got to have a one that's going to do the job, isn't it? Because there's no point getting someone in and then they'll just make you worse and go down the table.
Do you think Moyes should be sacked after that performance?
I don't think he should be sacked, but I think there should be questions asked. Because it was just not.
Lucas bounced. Hold on. Guys, I think Lucas got to go. I think he's out and about anyway. No, he's back. He's back. Because
Lucas,
mate.
Say that again, Josh.
Have you got a bounce?
Yeah, about 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. All right, bro. All right. Big up, man. Big up. But yeah, no. As you were saying, bro. As you're saying, like Tom, David Moyes, you wouldn't sack him after. You know. Do you think this is his last season? Is what I'm trying to say.
I think it might be. Yeah. You'll have to get a new manager in the summer. Like have a completely new summer. Like just get all the crap players out. Like I mean, Danny Ings, just dump him, and then get rid of the manager, get a new manager, and have a proper fresh start and get some players. Because yesterday was just embarrassing.
Do you know what? When I was doing my watch on, yeah, and I'm looking at lineups, I'm like, why has he gone with the same lineup as Man United when you got pipe 3-0? He's gone with Ben Johnson again.
I thought he would have changed the formation. To be honest with you, I'm not as keen on that formation. What he's been doing the last couple of weeks, like for a couple of games, Man U, then you, and Arsenal. I don't really like that formation. It's not the best. I wouldn't do that. That's for sure. But I can understand them leaving at 4-0 because you ain't getting back in the game. But then at the same time, it's bad. I mean, 49 minutes, half-time whistle ain't gone. And you look at all those people who's paid 50, 60, 80 quid for the game for what? 50 minutes? There's a good and bad in a way because I would leave probably, but I'm not sure. You know, it's half and half with that, and that's my opinion anyway. So
That's fair enough. I mean, Luca, bro, what'd you make of Arsenal's lineup originally with Havertz
Well, for me,
playing in there?
look for me, right. When I looked at the lineup, I got really, really concerned, right, about Giveaway at left back, as I said at the beginning of the stream, because I was thinking no Zinchenko. I thought Tomiyasu would have been back for this game, Josh, because yes, he just got back from the Asian Cup. Yes, he was just resting, but he'll be back for Burnley on Saturday. But for me, before we won 6-0, I was getting really concerned because about that left back position. And I know Giveaway had a really good game, Josh, but it's getting really concerning, Josh.
I mean, he's played well, Kiwior, the past 2 games. To be fair, left back.
Well, he has, Josh, hasn't he?
But I agree. He shouldn't be our left back at all. He's not even a left back. He's a centre back. At the end of the day, Tomiyasu's back now. For me, he goes back in left back. As simple as that, really. Like, don't get twisted. Kiwior's been playing really well there, and I thought he'd struggle against Kudus. Like, we all know how good Kudus is. But I honestly thought he handled him reasonably well. I don't know.
But the thing is, right? Like, yes, he done very well, Josh, yesterday. But it's about whether he's consistent every single week.
Exactly, and he's not going to be consistent every single week as a left back because he's not his position. He's a centre back. So that's why I say Tomiyasu's come back from Japan. He's come back from Asian Cup. He goes in there for me, man. He goes in there for me. But Tom, let me come to you, bro. Listen.
yeah,
6-0.
yeah.
West Ham getting destroyed by us 6-0, yeah? I mean, listen. Firstly, Tom, right? I did not, and I don't think anyone, again, and look, this is me not disrespecting you, yeah? Because you're a real one, all that stuff, but I thought you would be a lot better than that, to be honest. We were superb. But I saw you come to the Emirates and beat us comfortably 2-0. It could have been more than that. I saw you in the Carabao Cup game. We was at the game. Yeah, you battered us 3-1. What is going on? And this is you've not won a game since the Emirates game. What is going on with you lot?
But that's the consistency. What we were talking about the other day. There's no consistency. But from yesterday's game. But about yesterday's game, I mean, it was absolutely dreadful. No one was trying, bothering, running. I think Bowen didn't stop running, but players like Bowen, Kudus couldn't get in the game, so they couldn't have a good game. You see, that was the whole thing. I mean, couldn't even get your main players in the game. It was that's worrying when that happens. I mean, I'm sorry, but if you can't even get Kudus in the game, I mean, then what the fuck are you gonna do? You ain't gonna have any chance.
Yeah, but the reason for that is because of Moyes and his tactics.
Yeah, it's all down to him. Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I mean, yeah, we were quality. Don't get it wrong, and our defense was superb. We were solid,
Yeah.
but as I said, like Moyes going with the same formation as Man United. I was like, why has he done that for you lot when you just got piped 3-0 by then? Playing this weird formation. He's got Soufal and Ben Johnson, who are both right backs, right? You got Kudus
Yeah.
playing. He was playing on the right against obviously Kiwi, or as always. And then who's playing on your
Yeah.
left? Was it Emerson playing as like a winner? Yeah, I
Yeah,
think there's
yeah. Emerson was left back. Ben Johnson was bloody left winger.
Ben Johnson was on the left wing. That's what I'm saying, bro.
He
You
ain't.
lot
I
got
mean, the
Ben
geezer's a
Rama.
right
You lot
back.
got you lot got rid of Ben Rama and Pablo Fornals, and now you're putting Ben Johnson at
Yeah,
left
I
back.
think that's
Sorry,
made
at
it a
left
little
wing.
bit worse.
It's honestly crazy, man. I mean, as we said, like literally, as we said in the preview, building up to the game, yeah, we was like, what West Ham side will turn up? This is what you don't know this season. You can have the West Ham side would come to the Emirates and beat Arsenal 2-0 comfortably, or you can have a West Ham side that get battered 6-0, hold 5 to Fulham. You know, you're lot are very, very inconsistent, and this is a massive win for us, man. By the way, it's honestly a massive win for us because we got 2 points off of obviously the top of the league, right? And
Yeah.
you know, recent years at London Stadium, our records have been great against you lot. So I was honestly, I was shocked on how well we played, and I was shocked on how well, on how poor and how shit you lot were, man.
Yeah,
You know that's one of our
that's
biggest away wins as well, Tom, in the history of Premier League of Arsenal.
yeah. Heard that, yeah.
It's just crazy, but
The way we played so bad, that was the bit that got me really hard. Like got me really deep down. I mean, there was a load of people that watched it, and I turned it off. But I went through the whole game. I mean, people say how could you? But I mean, I just want to see how how it all goes. Like how the defense like can't cope. How the defense works properly in the midfield. You know. I mean, I like watching matches anyway, so I will watch it for the full time. But I know people might say, why didn't you turn it off? Should have turned it off. But at the end of the day, I want to see how the defence was doing, the whole team, because you still scored 2 goals in the second half. So I thought the second half would come out a bit like get a couple of goals. 4-2 maybe would have been a massive, completely different result. All right, you would have still won, but it was the same old. I mean, I remember Erdegaard getting the ball. And I was thinking, this ain't fucking changed. I mean, what was the half-time talk about? Just see another 8. Like Lucas said, you could have easily scored about 10. He's about 8, but you could have
could
scored
have,
about 10.
mate.
It was that
You
bad.
you had one, Tom. You had one shot on target the whole game, bro.
Yeah,
And that was when that was like when you 6-0 down and could have had the shot. Ryan could have got a newspaper and just sat there and did nothing for the whole game. You offered nothing going forward. You lot was awful going forward.
That's what the commentator said, which was right. We didn't offer. I think we had one shot, and then something else as well. But that ain't good enough. I mean, 90 minutes, one shot. I mean, like losing 6-0 is like a relegation battle. It's literally. But you're not obviously in a battle. But it's like we Sheffield United lost 5-0 last week. We've conceded 6 at home, but we're 20 more points, 30 more points up, and we're not in a relegation battle. So we're in a way, if you were in a relegation battle, we would have been completely fucked. In a way, we're lucky, like we're not in a relegation battle in that way. You know what I mean? It's just
That's what I'm saying. And the fact that you said as well. I mean, okay, you can hold your hands up and say just in hindsight, yeah. You can in football, yeah. You can sit there and say, look, we gave our all. The players gave everything. They fought for the badge, but they was just a better team. But you lot didn't even. You lot weren't even. You didn't even. As you said, your players didn't like. They gave a fuck, Tom. Honestly, once that first goal went in, it went to shambles.
Everyone went. Everyone went dead. Everyone just looked. It was just complete shock. The other team you're facing scored a goal. It's like, and everyone was like, oh, wow, they just scored a goal. It's like, mate, yes, they just scored a goal. Now you need to get back on it. But no, never mind. They didn't give a fuck and let 5 more in. That's what that's what a lot of people. That's why I said like, not a lot of people are not happy. But I mean, this is what I mean. 4-0 down at half time. You ain't gonna win the game. I'm sorry. I have to say this. I mean, I go to a lot of matches or most matches, but I do probably leave because we call it about after like once you're 3-0 down or once you're 4 down, if like 60 minutes gone and then leave. But I think yesterday was a bit like too much because it before the half 49 minutes. I mean that's pretty bad because most of the crowd went. I mean you could say there was like what one quarter left of it, 2 quarters at the most, nearly 2 quarters. It was just that's bad for the fans, but at the same time you're 4-0 down, so you're not going to come back and draw the game. You ain't going to come back and win 5-4. So what the bit that made me funny was when it said Stratford will be busy at half time.
Tom, do you know what I always say to you? Yeah, and this is what I said. I watched on. Yeah, this is what I was saying to you. This is what I was saying. When all the West Ham fans leaving, you know my famous phrase. Yeah, I say this to you all the time. Yeah, you've had your day out, now fuck off home. You've had your day out, now fuck off home. Yeah, that was all your West Ham fans, man, leaving at like 40 minutes. And Tom, look, and it works, guys. Even Tom's dipped as well now. Even Tom's dipped. So, oh dear, even Tom's dipped as well. Crazy, literally. He's guys. He's had enough. Disglacia, guys. Disglacia. He's back. Tom, you back? I think he's muted. Let's see if he can.
I'm back.
You're back. But yeah, yeah, big up, man. Look, he's still representing his club though, even though they got battered 6-0. He's still got the West Ham shirt on and all that stuff, man. But okay, talk to me, Tom. Declan Rice and peas, yeah. Declan Rice,
Yeah,
absolute masterclass against you lot, man. They didn't celebrate as well. He's getting booed the whole game by your own fans, and we spoke about this on the opposition preview. And he had a world-class performance.
Yeah,
2 assists.
Most of the fans clapped. That booing was like play. You got like a small section of the crowd play booing. I mean, I saw one of the guys on TV giving him the wanker sign. Probably a small section of it probably still disagrees that he went to Arsenal and he's left. And probably people that expect too much think he's a dickhead and all that for going to you. But most of the thing, I did hear boos when he got on the ball, but most game, but it wasn't boos like that. I don't think. I mean, I know when Lucas said you guys were saying about booing the whole match, it wasn't like some of the crowd, but most of it, about 3/4 of the crowd, were clapping him, and then he didn't celebrate, and he clapped at the end, and they were good. They were happy for him for not celebrating.
Yeah.
And the 2 assists he did, and he clapped. He went round the whole stadium, clapped at the end, and they all clapping at him. So I don't think it was boos like that. You know, I think it's just
small minority. It's a small minority, right? Instead of the majority of West Ham fans.
That think he shouldn't be. He looks awful in an Arsenal shirt and all that. It's just. Some people expect too much, but at the end of the day, people got to realise he's moved. So let's just move on now. You know, I think people are getting a bit like silly with it, but I don't think he booed most of the match. You know.
Yeah, but his performance, man, was just quality. Literally, he honestly bossed you, man. Set pieces, he was superb on. You know, he's now a corner taker as well. I don't know if did he ever take corners for you lot? Did he ever take set pieces for you lot? Because
he took a few corners for us.
Oh, did he?
The main one was Bowen and Cresswell.
Yeah, our main one is usually Saka, Martinelli, and Odegaard. sometimes Trossard, yeah. But now, ever since the new year, he's changed. Onset has tactically done it on purpose so Rice takes corners, and he's got crossing him, man. I mean, look at some of the goals. I want to ask you about some of the goals, yeah. You're defensive. One of them at the back for you lot, defensively, man, for some of the
I mean,
goals.
Gabriel, there was no marker for that. He had a free header. Literally ran in quickly, and then just headed it. Just literally ran it. Gabriel ran in, header, goal. I think Alvarez was running and trying to mark him, and then his left hand was on him, and then he tripped, and then Gabriel just scored. But I don't even think there was a man because there was two Arsenal players, and there was only one, and that was Alvarez. So to me, there was no one was marking him. But the marking from the two set pieces, the Saliba first one went 1-0, and then the one that Rice assisted, we assisted the first one as well, but the one that Rice assisted, the free kick, that was bad as well.
Yeah, I mean, I did a tactical breakdown video today, going through all the goals, and I was like, and half the goals I was talking about was just West Ham poor defensively, because that third goal from Declan Rice's free kick, we was literally playing an offside trap. You had all your defenders looking at each other. You had Alvarez looking at Johnson, and then they was looking at them and like, what are they going to do? And then they come back on side, and then the Gabriel has a free header.
Yeah,
they tried to. Yeah, and then obviously the first goal again. Again, it's just like you lot were just lazy at the back. So Saliba for the first goal was too easy for us. And again, the fourth goal was superb from Trossard, by the way. But you let Odegaard have all that space. Havertz picked up in the middle. Odegaard, you had four players in front of Odegaard, yeah, and you let him just run through you and play a fantastic pass. And Trossard made it 4-0. And obviously the penalty. Do you think it was a penalty?
I don't know. He did come out. I mean, contact. I'm not. It might be a little bit harsh, but I mean, someone said my mate today was like, I don't know if he's probably joking. He was like, should be a red card. I mean, that's never a red card. I think it's I was like, it's a little bit harsh, and mate, I don't know about yellow card, but I don't know. At the end of the day, you do contact, and then it's like finger to the spot, penalty, isn't it? There's no point arguing now because, as far as the VAR rule is, I think people are just giving up on that. I mean, I have. I don't agree with any of that, but
yeah. And then obviously, fifth goal was from Saka. Again, too easy because you let Odegaard play one simple pass. Saka turn is a moment of brilliance. He completely dropped the shoulder, skinned Marapapanos, skinned the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper thinking he's going to curl it, and then he changed direction of the shot and goes in. And then obviously the sixth goal from Declan Rice. We actually dummied it, Tom. I don't know if we did it on purpose. It looked like we did it by mistake, but Odegaard and Trossard went towards the ball, yeah? They dummied it, and Declan Rice, absolute beauty, man. Yeah, and yeah, you know what? To be fair, he didn't celebrate. He showed his respect. He's a very humble guy in doing that because
right. So yeah,
yeah.
But he was never going to anyway. I mean, was he? Because how many years he was at the club? How long he was at the club for?
I mean, we had this conversation in the preview, like if Declan Rice would score, would he go and celebrate? And yeah, he didn't, man. He didn't. He's a humble guy, man. He's got the respect for West Ham, that's for sure. And
I mean,
yeah, it was no, it was one of those games where nobody expected 6-0. Massive statement for Arsenal.
I think everyone knew. Most people knew that you were going to win. I said 2-1, but obviously you wasn't expecting a performance like that and 6-0. I can say I was not expecting 6. It was not 6-0. Like I was not expecting it. About the most I would have probably expected about 3-1, maybe 3-2, but it was going to be close, like 2-1, a goal advantage, like you won a couple of years back. I went to that game when you beat us 2-1, and Gabriel scored the winner.
Yeah, I remember.
Bloody Gabriel keeps scoring.
Oh my god, this guy should play up front for us, man. The guy's insane. That 4 or 5 goals he scored this season now.
Yeah, I know.
It's
2 goals at London Stadium, but like, and that match we lost 2-1, but we played really well.
that's
So
what I'm
that's
saying, bro.
It's-
This recent form from West Ham has been horrendous, though. It's like
Well,
you've not
yeah,
won a game in since the Arsenal game, and you've been losing back to back now. What's that? Is that 3 defeats in a row for West Ham? I think it is. Is that 3 defeats in a row for West Ham? Arsenal, Man United, and
withdrew, but we should have. But Areola kept us in the game.
oh yeah,
We could have been 3-0 down at half time. And then we could have 4-0. It could have been 4-0 to Bournemouth. See, I would have left. It should have been 3-0 by half. Should 3-0 by 40 minutes, and that's when I say. That's when I say, oh, I leave. You know, or maybe when it gets to 4. But, and I'm not being funny. If that happened against Bournemouth and Areola didn't do the saves he did, I think there would have been definitely questions after that, and Moyes sacked before the Man United game or before we played you, definite. But
yeah.
that was the difference. He kept us in the game. Bournemouth made a great save yesterday, and then because you started with possession, we started well, and then defensively attacked a few times. But then that was the difference yesterday. We let in 6. So he had that great save, and then we conceded 6. So that was the difference between that and Bournemouth. But if you're going down realistically, we should have lost to Bournemouth as well. So, but luckily we've got that penalty, which was a blatant penalty, and we managed to draw the game. But it was an awful game. I mean, I went to the game; it was really bad. But that's the difference. He kept us in the game there, made a great save yesterday, but didn't do it yesterday. So it's just hard, but it's consistency. And we don't have that.
Tom, everyone's saying you need a channel, bro. Come and do this YouTube gig with me, man. Come on. But yeah, big up Tony, man. He's a West Ham fan as well. Early Doors Football TV. Go and check him out. He's does some great content as well. He does not West Ham. He does West Ham content. He does also. He does his takeaway show as well, which is fantastic. He gets a quality guest. He talks all football as well. So yeah, make sure you go and check him out, man. And
Yeah.
big up the whole chat as well. Yeah, mate, I agree. Tom needs a channel, man. He knows he's ball, don't he, people? Come on. But yeah, big up everyone in the chat as always, guys. Really appreciate everyone tuning in, as always. And yeah, I mean, West Ham's next game is who against Tom? Who not playing next?
We're going to beat Notts Forest away, and that is tough.
Away from home.
Yeah, we beat them just about beat them 3-2 at home, and they went 2-1 up. We got a Souček late header goal. Okay, we scored 2-2 Bowen, and then Souček scored 3-2. But going to Forest, they're not on the greatest run. They're in a relegation battle, but it's still really hard to go there. You only won 2-1 there. They scored late on, and they could have drawn against you. So it's a very hard place. We've got to beat. We've got to win next week. We've got to win on Saturday, and then we've got to beat Brentford at home, and that's not easy either. Because got Tony back, and besides that, they'll have a few players back. I think that Mbeumo's injured. I think that Mbeumo's injured for Brentford, but I think that's the only injury. So by the time we play them, that'll be a very hard game as well. I mean, if we played like we do, like if we play like we did against Bournemouth, like my dad said, if we play like that against Bournemouth, play like against Arsenal, sorry, we'll get hit, and that's exactly what just happened. And if you play like that against Forest and Brentford at home, you're not only going to have fans walking out again, but it's going to be embarrassing for Moyes again.
Yeah, it is, man. It is. This is like the inconsistent of Moyes. I mean, let's not forget last season, Tom. Yeah, when he got saved by the Conference League. If you didn't win that, that would have been a horrendous season. By the way, using a relegation battle, wasn't you last season?
Yeah.
So this manager can be very inconsistent. Like I think he's on the good bits for
Yeah.
you, but at the same time, he's also inconsistent. He's also not good enough for you in the long run. You know, you're gonna need, as we said, maybe this is actually his last season for you lot. You know?
Yeah. I mean, I know it's down to him to set up, but then obviously, like he sets up, right, and then we play, the way we do, but that's not all down to the managers. Like, all right, yeah, Moyes picked the lineup, right.
Yeah.
Puts Johnson at left winger. That shouldn't happen, but it's not all down to Moyes, you know. So I didn't think it was what his tactics or like him. I thought it was the players because they were an embarrassment to everyone that was watching. But at the same time, yes, Ben Johnson left wing. I mean, I might as well laugh. The geezer's shit as it is. He's at right back, and he's a right back. Why are you sticking Ben Johnson at left wing? It don't make sense.
It's mad. It really is mad. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
I know Ben
Prowse
Rama
out
wasn't
there
good
as
enough.
well.
I know Ben Rama wasn't good enough for you, but at least you got Ben Rama or Pablo Fornals. You got an out and out winners there.
We had kind of a left winger, yes.
Yeah. But Ben
Although
Johnson at left wing, I swear he's a right back. Is he not? He's not a natural right back, Ben Johnson.
Yeah. Right back.
He's playing him left wing.
And Ward-Prowse is out in left wing, like he did against Bournemouth. That was what happened. That was what went wrong against Bournemouth. But then that's where Lucas Paqueta gets involved. He's playing there. Bring Antonio up front. Put Kudos on the right. Bowen in the middle. You have Antonio up front, and you get back to winning ways. You know. I think Paqueta or Antonio might be back this week. I'm not sure, but I don't know if it's too early. But that's like. But then you had Maxwell Cornet on the bench, so he's a left winger. Put Cornet on instead of putting Johnson there, because Johnson started on right wing, and then Ben Johnson was a left winger. But then you have to Prowse was like on the left hand side for 10 minutes, for 8 minutes or something. But that can't be happening. You've got, even if Cornet is bad, I think he's still got something to prove. I think I've still got one more chance than him, or a couple more chances, because I ain't seen the full potential of it. I ain't seen the full of him. I ain't seen the whole of him. And you've got a left winger on the bench, and you've got youngsters as well. Like, even if you're 6-0, when you're 6-0 down, bring in Embalmer on, or that Scholes, or another one. You know, you didn't even bother giving them 20 minutes. Even I don't care if you're 6-0 down. The players on the pitch weren't doing anything. So, but he just doesn't give anyone a chance. And you got a left winger on the bench, and he doesn't come on. And you play Ben. I mean, if I'm not crazy, then what the hell is he? I mean, a right back left winger. I mean, I'm not being funny, but someone needs to have a word with him. And rightly so, they didn't have a rest. They were right back in the training ground. Well, training at the stadium today, but so they should. Don't need a rest after that. Didn't even I mean, you tell me that need that sort of bullshit. I'm sorry, but that especially after 6-0, it's just That's not acceptable. You get back on that training ground and build on the new week. Because I think James Ward-Prowse posted. I think it said the new week new week ahead. Bloody needs to be after yesterday.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't have it, man. See, losing 6-0. You at home. You at London. This is your stadium, London Stadium. We're talking about, Tom. Yeah.
That was embarrassing. That's why it was embarrassing for the fans.
At home, it's 4-0 at half time. At home.
Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous.
That is mad, bro. Honestly, I was shocked.
Fair play scores. I wouldn't have really cared, but still, I would have. Like, still 6 goals and all that. I know it was yours, but still not acceptable. But that was why I think most of the fans left, because in front of 60,000 and like Bowen kept running, and Alvarez probably was the best player. That was all I could say.
Would you say they're the only ones who can hold their heads up high?
They're the only ones, them two. Yeah. I mean, to not get Kudas in the game, that's, like I said at the start, it's fucking worrying. That is really, really worrying. But you have to beat Forest on Saturday. There is no, if you can't even draw, because if you draw, and then you got Brent, and then questions starts to get asked on Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, what if you were to lose to Nottingham Forest as well?
Yeah,
that'd be awful, man. Honestly,
if we lost to Nottingham Forest and Brentford, and then there would be questions, and he would probably get sacked before Everton. Then we've got Everton away, and we've still got to go to Goodison Park. That's tough. You still got to go Forest and Everton next two. I mean, and if you lost to Everton, he would have to get. If you lost your next three, sacked on Monday morning.
wow.
But I mean, I don't think that's going to happen. But like I say, you have to win on Saturday, and you've got to keep a clean sheet as well, because you can't keep conceding these goals. I mean,
No.
I don't know many people don't care about clean sheets, but I think a few people deep down, I mean, you need a clean sheet. I mean, 6-0, 3-0, conceded one against Bournemouth, 2 against Sheffield United, bottom team in the league. It's not that, but you haven't won a game. You need to win a game about 3-0 and have a clean sheet. And Bowen scored a hat-trick and played spectacular. And then I can come on and say, what a game that was.
Yeah, exactly. It's not even like it was a good game because we absolutely battered you.
It was a game, but even for a neutral, it was a shit game.
That's what I'm saying, man.
I totally agree. I'm a bloody West Ham fan, and I was watching the whole game. So how do you think it probably made me feel? Watching that whole 93 minutes.
Man, I had to sit there for the whole 93 minutes as well, man.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have to, but I chose to.
Because, mate, you support your team to the 90th minute, no matter you win, lose, or draw, no matter if you're losing.
But
it is what it is.
Mate, you probably know Owen Kelly and all that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even think they're probably they probably watch a proper full game, of a West Ham game. I mean, all right, it was 4-0, but you stay, even if you're watching the game, you watch it all to the end, if you're a proper fan. I mean, yeah.
So let me ask you this. If you was at the stadium, right, would you have stayed at 4-0 at half-time, or would you have left?
I would have probably left because my dad would have.
Your dad wouldn't have it, bro. Soon wouldn't have it, man.
Would have gone, and my brother wouldn't have wanted to watch it. It's not that, but he would. I wouldn't have wanted. He said, my dad said, he wouldn't have wanted to watch that shit.
Man, like Sue Fowl, come on, big up Sue Fowl. No, guys, that looks the spitting image of Sue Fowl. I think we said it last time. But honestly, every time I see his dad, I'm like, you're at Sue Fowl. But honestly, he looks like Sue Fowl. But yeah, he's a real one, man.
Watching that shit. But
yeah,
there was people that stayed to the end. I mean, at the ground. That's worse than obviously me watching it on TV. But I feel on TV it's worse because obviously it's on TV, you know. You're watching it on TV. You're actually watching it. So,
Yeah.
but then at the same time, you're at a stadium on TV. So that's really bad as well. Like it was really bad that it was on Sky Sports. I mean, that really didn't help.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I want to ask you, bro, about just looking in as as a West Ham fan, yeah.
yeah,
How Arsenal beat you 6-0. I mean, do you think we can go all the way and win the league title this season? With the way we've been playing.
I think you put a statement out there yesterday. I think you can win the league, yeah. But like Lucas said, you still got to go. Still got to go to City away. That's gonna be hard. I think you'll beat Tottenham away, Man United. I don't think you got to really worry about that. But you still got to go to City away. That's gonna be a hard one. I mean, but you never know. I mean, they look like they can win the rest of the games, but I don't think they're bound to drop points. I mean, people keep. I know they're good at the moment, but they'll definitely they've got to go to Liverpool and play you. So if they get away with 6 points there, I would be I will be a little bit surprised. Because Anfield is a hard place, and then playing you at home is a hard place. They lost you. They lost to you away. You got to remember that early on in the season that you beat them in the Community Shield, and you've already beaten them this year. So you had to beat Man City and Liverpool once to win the league. I'm not saying that's true, but you've got to win the rest of the game. But that's what you're doing. And the goals, the results 5-0, 2-1, 3-1, 6-0. I mean the goals 5, 2, 3, 6. They read it out yesterday on Sky. It was Sky Sports. But I think you can, and I think you can go to City and win, or at least get a draw. If you drew, I think it would be worse
Yeah.
for them.
No, it would.
I mean, it would be bad for you because you need a win. All the rest of the rest 14 games. It would be a good draw. I'll tell you that. I mean, we've got to go Man City last game of the season, so we could stop them winning the title, and give it to one of you. You know, you're Liverpool. You just don't know what. You got to see what happens. Comes down to the last game, I say, and see where each team are.
100% agree with you there, man. 100% agree. I just feel like, yeah, we got to focus on ourselves and just make sure we do our bit instead of worrying about what City does or Liverpool do. Make sure we win our games.
Yeah,
and beat
don't
City.
that Liverpool City. Win your next game.
That's it, bro. That is what we got to do to go all the way. You know, I mean,
you can win the league. You're a 2 point. Liverpool lose on Saturdays. Brentford. You beat Burnley. You go top of the league for the first time in a couple of hours, and then Man City play Chelsea. You know, if they win, they go back in front, and then they've got Then they got that game in hand. That's probably not good for you. And then they could go 6 points clear, but you beat Newcastle, and then they lose your next game, and you've got Sheffield. You can go joint top, but the goal difference, that was good for you yesterday because you're now on the same as Man City.
Yeah,
so that
was good.
Goal difference is always crucial when it comes to the end of the season. Always.
No, 100%. I just feel like it's going to be a 3-horse race, really. Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City. And I feel like it's going to go all the way down to the wire. Because Man City are so consistent. Man City can go on these. I think they're 12 unbeaten right now. They can go unbeaten, you know, for the rest of the season they're winning. So they can go on these winning streaks, yeah? I mean, you know, Liverpool can as well, and so can we. I feel like it's going to go all the way to the end, man. All the way to the wire. And it's been one of the closest I've seen title races in many years, really. Because usually it's just two teams, you know. So look, I believe we can do it. It's just we got to do our bit. We got to win the games that we need to win as well. We have to go to the away from home and get a good result against Man City, not lose that game. We have to go and obviously Old Trafford. I mean, there's many games. I mean, Tottenham away as well, as we've all mentioned. There's many games. But I mean, as for West Ham, you lot have got the Premier League. I mean, doesn't look like you're getting European football in the Premier League the way you're playing at the moment, but you still got Europa League as well coming up.
That's
the last
that's
16.
going to be the only chance of getting Europe next year.
Oh yeah, imagine David Moyes. Yeah, you finish about 10th or something, but he wins Europa League and you get Champions League next season.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give it. I'll be really pleased with him.
No, but imagine this current West Ham side. Imagine the team that you put out in the Champions League. Oh my God.
Yeah, with Johnson left wing.
You'll get absolutely humbled, man. Forget about 6-0. It'll be about 16-0.
You play like an old man. I don't know, 11.
Yeah.
Nah, I know a joke. We could put a really good sign. We could put a really good. We could put a really good team out for Champions League, and if we have a real go, and even have a real go, just have a go against have a real go against big team. Just treat it, if you came up against big team, treat it as fun. It's fun. It's free. It's free at the end of the day. But talking about that, I mean, we've got through to the next round. We've got to see who we've got. We've got two-legged there, so whoever we've got to go away to them. So you got to win. You got to win the next 2 games and get through the next. You got to win the next game and get through the next round first, because that's a long way off trying to get Champions League. I don't think you're gonna get Champions League or win that, but you never know. I want to win it desperately. It's probably with you. You want to win Champions League. But we've both got Europe there. We've both got the league because we've both knocked out the cups. So
Yeah, both knocked out the cups. I mean, it's tough for us, man. Do we focus on Champions League or do we focus on winning the Premier League? Because I don't see us doing both, obviously. I think we could, but no. But it's just, do we focus on the Premier League or try and win the Champions League? Because we've never won Champions League in history, Arsenal.
Yeah.
But Premier League, we haven't won Premier League in 20 years, so it's a mad one, really. But West Ham. Yeah, West Ham. You got obviously Nottingham Forest away. That'll be a tough game, man.
What would you rather win, Champions League or Prem?
Honestly, Champions League.
Would you?
Honestly, Champions League, because for me, we haven't won in our history. That's why. Like 20 years without a Premier League title is bad. Don't get me wrong. For Arsenal, it's bad, but I feel like if we won the Champions League this season, we will go and win the Premier League the season after. That's what I'm going to say. So Champions League for me, because it's just we've never won it in our history. And when we get banter for it, if we win the Champions League, nobody can chat to us anymore. Nobody can chat to us because when we sit there and say, when we sit there and say, rival fans sit there and say, give all the big one to us, yeah. You Chelsea fans, all they can say to us is, where's your European Cup? Where's European Cup? They got nothing else to say. So as soon as we win the European Cup, they got nothing else to say, bro. It's as simple as that. So if I had to choose one Champions League, of course I want both. And of course I want both. But obviously, like the question was like either Champions League or Premier League, weren't it? If we had to win one, I'll personally go Champions League. But of course I want both, man. Of course I want both. I wanted the quadruple. I wanted Carabao Cup and FA Cup. People dismiss the Carabao Cup. I wanted to win the League Cup. I wanted everything. Of course I do, but
you could have won the League Cup, especially with City knocked out first round.
Yeah.
Then City don't really bother about Carabao Cup. I think they're more. They're still in the FA Cup. They can still do the treble. I mean, I really hope they don't do the treble again. But I mean, 5 out of 6 titles they've won. I really hope. I hope they don't win it again, win the league again, because you just need someone different to win it, innit?
Yeah, it's look, as I said, I think it's gonna go down to the wire. Personally, I reckon 3-horse race, and
Definitely 3-horse race from now. Yeah.
yeah, and
You put a
look,
statement
we have
out
to.
yesterday.
We have to be consistent. That's the main thing. We got to do our bit. You know, we got to do our own.
That's what you're
Take it
doing.
game by game, win our games, and then we'll see what happens. But you know that Man City gonna be massive. Come the Etihad, Tottenham away will be massive as it always is. Even like Old Trafford is going to be massive because it's right towards the end of the season as well, and we've got a horrendous record at Old Trafford. And it's even some of the small games, like with all due respect, some of the small opponents, who we expect to beat. We didn't do that last season. We drew with Southampton. We almost drew with Bournemouth at the Emirates, but Nelson saved us. So, you know, if we want to win this league title, we have to be consistent. It's simple as that, man. And
Can't see Liverpool winning the title. Arsenal, I think, will win the title. I still think, but then you still got You've always got on your shoulder Man City. You can't. I mean, obviously, you never rule them out. You never forget about Man City. I know you got to focus on you, one game at a time. You got to focus your team, but you can't just. Oh yeah, don't worry about Man City because they've won the last 7 games in competition.
no, exactly, bro. No, I agree. Man City is Man City in the day. As I said, they can honestly go on like a 20 game unbeaten streak if they really wanted to. It's that type of team, especially when they got KDB back. They got Haaland back now, and he scored twice on the weekend.
I mean, made up the other day for Haaland's second goal.
They got Rodri. They got Rodri in midfield. It's like honestly, you can never rule them out.
For Liverpool, they've got that game in hand. It's against Brentford, but I mean, for you two will just be begging that they drop points. Brentford get something, even a draw. Just obviously don't have Man City winning it, but that was the thing last season. They had that game in hand against us, and I think they won. I think they won. What? I think they won 2-1 again. I don't know. It was. I think it was 2-1 against us.
Yeah.
And Haaland scored the last goal was a chip. So that. Like they got a game in hand against Brentford, but the way they're going, you would probably think they'll win it all. But all these games, they could easily drop points. I know it's Man City, but you could easily do it. They've done it in the past, but this is their strong part of the season. Like I call when it gets to April, that's the last. It's the last gasp of the season, last bit of the season, and that's the most important bit because it's game head time. Then no mucking around.
Nah,
just got to win every game from there.
100%, man. Look, Tom, it's been a pleasure, bro. Big up coming on as always, man. Really do appreciate it. Good luck for the rest of the season as well. And look, I hope your form improves, man. So big up to you, man. Come on, the Gunners, guys. Tom's representing West Ham. He's got his shirt on there. Tom, do you like my collection in the background? I've got Tierney number 3. I've got the new orange shirt. I've got the blue jacket. Come on. I've got the old badge over there. I'm representing this one as well. You can't really see the badge is faded out, but yes, mate. Come on. Big up the Gunners. London's red, yeah? As always.
Nah.
We're getting out of here, guys. Thanks everyone who tuned in. Tom needs a YouTube channel, guys. Get him to have a YouTube channel, and then he can do his own West Ham content. Come on, big up to Tom. But yeah, take care, guys. We're out of here. Enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll see you tomorrow for a brand new video. Come on, the Gunners. Vamos.